All right, welcome to TechSC here at the Corsair booth, Computex 2023. There are amazing products which I'm going to not show you, but the usual host, and I hope you will have fun with this video.
Here we are at Computex 2023 at the Corsair booth, and they've got some whack technology going on in their fans right now, where you probably just saw something happen there in the background with the fans. That's because I pressed a button here on this Stream Deck, and it made these fans go into a mode where the pulse width modulation sets it so that they look like they're moving very slowly. And the only way I can show you guys this effect is to show my camera stopped down to 20 hertz roughly. So it's going to be like a little bit slow motion, but it's in real time. And so these fans are slated to come out in around 2 months' time, and they're going to come in a 120mm version as well as a 140mm version, and they're called the Corsair QX Fans. Now, the best thing about them is they connect via a single cable point, and you can keep then chaining on more fans on top of that one connection point, and you can also control everything individually from that one connection point, so in their IQ Link software. Now, on top of all of that, they're putting in magnetic dome bearings, which is going to make these even quieter in use for better airflow. Now, this is better than the previous magnetic levitating technology that we're using on those fans. However, there's also quite a bit going on here in this booth besides these fans, so let's check it out right after this sponsor. This year's Computex was brought to you by ASRock and SCD Keys, bringing you a Windows 10 and 11 license for as little as $15 using that coupon code BFTYC. Links in description below. Corsair, with their water cooling, they're getting serious this time around, where they're overhauling their whole H100 lineups. The H100i, the H150i, the H170i, and they're essentially going to be replacing all the heads with new updated aesthetics, as well as including those QX fans on those all-in-one water coolers. Now, I'm also told there is going to be an improvement to the base plates as well, an improvement to the cooling performance, and you can expect that to be released after the new QX fans hit the market in late July. Now, behind me is the custom water cooling options here, where we've got the XG3 IQ Link RGB hybrid GPU water block, which is designed to give direct contact cooling to the GPU and the VRAM on your GPU, and it's also coming with a direct fan head on top of the pump itself. Then besides that, we've got the CPU water blocks here, which is the XC7s. These are getting an update in terms of not just the cooling performance and the mounting, but also in terms of the head itself, where you've now got that custom LCD screen, which you can link up to the IQ software and display whatever it is you want to display on this head. In this example here, we've just got the temperatures. They're simply being displayed with fancy RGB effects, but it does look really clean and aesthetically pleasing. Right here, we've got Corsair's latest case to the market. This is the IQ 2000D RGB airflow, or if you don't need all that RGB, you've just got the 2000D airflow, which of course is coming in for mini ITX lovers such as myself. And this one has this tall standing form factor. We've also got the radiator support here for up to 360mm, and at the back you can mount a GPU as big as an RTX 4090, going up to a length of 365mm, as well as being a triple slot support. Now, in terms of the power supply, you've got the length of SFX or FSXL, which is generally around about 20mm longer than the SFX standard format. However, the power supplies, of course, are still small, just like the SFX. However, most mini ITX cases now are supporting this SFXL form factor, because it's just easier to get that bigger fan, that 120mm fan, on the power supply, and it makes for a more quiet profile when you're cooling it down. So the fact that it supports that power supply form factor is better than not supporting it. Now, in terms of colors, we've got the choice between white and black. It is mesh all around, and the modularity of it is very easy to work with, at least from what I'm seeing so far. So you'll be able to build this thing up pretty quickly, though I would personally like to take a look at this case before I do commit to saying whether it's good or not. Now, if you guys like DDR5 memory, Corsair is updating their Dominator Platinum to Dominator Titanium, and this is the latest edition here, where they're giving the ability to customize the RAM yourself, so you can make your own tops for this memory, and you've got here on the left-hand side displays of custom edition modules that have been made for this Dominator Titanium memory. Now on the right-hand side is the two default configurations, one being non-RGB, the other being RGB. So that's where your base model starts at. And in terms of XMP and Expo profiles, it starts from 6,000 megahertz and upwards. Now on display behind me here is actually the best kit that they've got on display, going up to 8,266 megahertz, which is an absolute mammoth of a overclock there on the RAM. Now I am told some of these kits will be able to go high as these speeds, but at these speeds you will need to also keep in mind that your CPU will have to have a good memory controller on board in order to support those speeds, because we're going up to 1.45 volt on the DDR5 memory itself, making this a very strenuous overclock. However, Corsair assured me that the Dominator Titaniums will have a flavor available, not just in terms of aesthetics, but also performance. Now, in terms of release dates, I am told these will be coming out in late July, so do stay tuned for them when you are ready to rock and roll. Now, in terms of pricing, as well as the fans, as well as the water coolers, I'm told the pricing will be updated. We haven't got any concrete information on that just yet. And guys, thank you for watching the coverage here at the Corsair booth for Computex 2023. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit that like button, and also let us know in the comments section below, what was your favorite Corsair product in today's video? Also, do you have any feedback for the products that we've seen here on display at Corsair? They love reading your thoughts and opinions, as always, just like I do. So do let us know what you think. Now behind me is actually my favorite product that I'm seeing on display here. This has actually already been released. This is their Xeneon Flex, the 240 Hz OLED model, and they've actually got 3 of them set up in curvature mode. And before I set this up, I did test it out, and I was doing a workout, bending the monitor back and forth as a bit of a joke, and some of the people looking at me in shock and awe, and I'm just like, well, I gotta get a workout sometime, because the amount of time I've got for gym allocation whilst on this trip is very little. And the monitor was pretty sturdy. It handled a nice little workout there on the forearms. However, what we're doing here is we're quickly having a go in super ultra wide mode, and I've actually never played on something like this before for a racing car game. It was so surreal, and it was actually surprisingly didn't make me motion sick. I have played on similar setups in the past, and I did get motion sick. So perhaps the OLED with the extremely good response times can definitely help out and reduce motion sickness with ultra-wide setups. So that may be something you wish to think about. I would personally try it for yourself if you're really into sim racing. I'd try and just go try and find a sim racer that uses OLEDs, and it might be something that you really enjoy. So it's something that I definitely checked out here and I was really enjoying, but would I go out personally and spend that amount of money on 3 monitors? Guys, probably not. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next Computex video very soon. If you stayed this far and you're enjoying that content, as always, be sure to hit that sub button, ring that bell. You'll get the videos as soon as they drop here at Tech City, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out for now. Bye.